and welcome at the Rizzy vlog. As you may know, we already made one video about the Harry Potter movies.
We did.
That will be the second movie we will discuss in September. But now we have the Hunger Games. And why?
And why? Because around my birthday this year, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes will be in a movie.
Yeah.
In the movies.
So...
in theaters.
In
theaters. So maybe we will do a short video about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying what we thought about the movie, but not like really go into detail.
I most likely will cry.
We will do that when we have the Blu-ray or the DVD.
Yes.
So can actually show screenshots. Yeah. So for now we're doing the first movie and then go on to the second. And maybe the Catching Fire one. Oh sorry, the what's it called? Mockingjay will be
part 1 and
part 1 or 2 or just one part. Because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
It depends how much we have to discuss about them.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get to the questions.
Describe the movie. The Hunger Games.
We're starting with District 12, I think.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's how the movie starts, with District 12 and Katniss is hunting.
Yes.
She's hunting a deer and Gale thinks she will not get the deer. So he screams at the deer. Well, he screams like, you're not gonna get that. Yeah. And I was like,
shut up, his exact word is, what are you going to do with that catnip?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, why?
Now the deer's gone.
That's even the first thing that I didn't dislike Gil. But anyway. Then I think this introduction that Primrose is very afraid that she will be chosen with the reaping. And then with the little ducky quote. That's so cute. But yeah. But then, I think Gil's name was in there 24 times.
Yeah.
Maybe even more. And then Katniss should be, if you look in the book, it would be the same amount. Primrose only once. And I think Peeta maybe once.
Something like that.
Maybe once, yeah. So, with the reaping, I think that's weird though, that they have every finger and every blood.
Yeah.
So they take your blood and they will scan you in and everything. At one point it's very primitive, and otherwise it's very. On the other hand, it's very
controlling.
Advanced. Yeah. And so until 18, right?
Yes.
From
12 to 18.
Yes. So they're just standing there, and you already know because the camera is like focused on Prim that Prim will be chosen, and then Katniss breaks in and is like, yeah,
I volunteer as tribute.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah.
We have a volunteer.
Then Peeta. And then you've got these weird cut scenes where she looks at Peeta and then you get with the bread thing.
Oh my god, yeah, but when Peeta got picked for the reaping, you can just see him like, okay, he's about to die. Like he's
he knows he's about to die.
Let's talk about Effie, because Effie is like, she's like, like it's normal, like it's completely more normal that everybody's just chosen to be dead.
They do ever.
Yeah, and she's like, oh look at my hair, look at my dress. And she's like their pop star, and everybody's like, I don't want to die.
The whole propaganda music video at the beginning, and she goes, oh, I just love that.
So then they're picked, and they have got 3 minutes to talk to their, loved ones. Does Gale get 3 minutes?
I don't think.
Gale, Peeta.
Gale is also, first he talks to her mom and Primrose, and then Gale.
Gale only gets
Peeta doesn't get anything because it's
probably.
not.
I thought Gale got nothing, but just tried to talk to her while she's walking away.
Something like that.
Yeah.
There's not in the movie that Peeta talks with his parents. So.
No.
Then they go into this. That's what I said to you with the train. Yeah, this train is going 200 miles an hour. I was like, okay. But they get. That would be weird if you never had food and then you had food.
Yeah, luxury.
Yeah.
So much luxury.
Yeah. And then you got Drunken Haymitch. I don't remember if he does that with he has a knife and then says, oh my god, that's mahogany.
Oh, the Katniss does it.
Is that in the
in the
train?
yes, but Katniss does it, yeah.
Yeah. And then what happens next?
Reaping. Well, they arrive.
Training.
Yeah. No. First is it training before the ceremony?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyways, the ceremony first.
No, the ceremony is first, and they're training. Yeah.
So then you already see that Snow dislikes Katniss very much
because the nerve they have.
And Peeta is like this like little schoolboy. And she wants nothing. She's arrogant. Well, Haymitch calls her arrogant. And then you got all those tributes, and you only see snippets of them. And of course you have Caesar Flickerman. And I don't know his name, and I always call him Dobby because he's the voice actor of Harry Potter's Dobby. So I was like, oh look, there's Dobby. And they just talk about what they see. And they got a ceremony. Yeah. Then they got a training. And at first Peter is not allowed to show what he can do. And then Katniss says do it.
Yeah, because they were looking at him like he's some kind of prey, so he had to show off a little bit.
Yeah, and I like the scene where Rue steals Cato's knife. There's even a quote, like, on the Comic-Cons where he's still being asked, where is your knife? And then of course you got Fox Face with the machine,
where she's like playing like memory plants. That's really cool.
They're going to count their numbers, like how much chance do you have to get sponsors? And then I think because Katniss is the last one, everybody's like tired and doesn't want to look at the tributes anymore.
Yeah, they're just like, let's get over it.
Yeah, so she's like, nobody looks at me, so I'm just gonna get the apple and the pig. And then she says,
thanks for your consideration.
Yeah, I love that quote.
But I don't think they are tired. They are tired, of course, but also they think it's just District 12. We don't have to pay attention to them.
We're at 12 now, so they are weak. Because they don't have any food and everything.
And they're just not important.
Yeah, and we need coals, as Snow says. We need coals and...
but they are just not important to
they're not important
the
enough. I think the first one and the second, because those are making tributes that really want to die. Like, want to fight. Oh, that Cato says make them proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
They're trained
Cato wants to eat Peeta. As in... They're looking at you like they're dessert. They are your dessert or something. Yeah. And after that we have the talk show. That they have a Q&A session.
Yeah, that's like the beginning. Like, hey, what did you think we were picked? Of course, the capital levels, District 1 and 2, the career levels, they always volunteer. So they're like, yeah, let's go. Everyone else is terrified because they know what's happening.
And they all know we're going to die.
Yeah, you learn a little bit because of course it's a program. It's like idols. Oh wait, I'm showing my age. It's like song festival for them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking yesterday. And then they get their numbers called.
Yes.
And then Katniss is the highest?
Yes. This is the highest because of her nerve.
But I got confused with all the numbers. I was like, what? District and then numbers? I was like, okay.
I think it's just like Pokemon trading cards. Like, how good are you in this?
And
this and this.
Pretty much.
It's just a ranking.
Like top pros? Like
yeah.
Top, yeah.
It's a ranking who's
I want
best.
to get this card. He's the bravest.
Who's the most
bravest, the most skilled, the most... It's just like a trading card.
Yeah.
And then there is a goodbye to their... to Haymitch and Effie, I think.
Yeah. And then the games start.
Well, yeah. They first have to get trackers. And I think it's funny because all the... from the first and the second district, they're like, yeah. And all the other ones are like, what are you doing to me? It's like,
they never explain it, you know.
And then you get the scene with all the platforms. And I don't know if it's explained in the movie, but when you jump off too early, you will
die.
Yeah.
Yep. Then your tracker combusts.
I still don't understand why Katniss is looking at Peeta and Peeta's like, I was like, why? What do you think she's thinking?
Well, I actually, when I was watching that scene, I was thinking that she was planning on running to the cornucopia after all. She was looking at that thing.
Yeah, I think that means that...
Peter was like, no, don't do it, don't do it. I mean, that's the impression I got from
And then she runs for the bag.
Yeah.
And she wanted the bow. The bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not getting it.
Not for obviously
And I think Foxface is very clever with just taking the bag. Trash is first taking a weapon, then taking the bag. And there are people just running away.
Yeah.
And then you have the massacre of the cornucopia.
Yeah. I think that just people are accepting their fate.
Yeah.
And just think children, I don't want to fight.
Like in the first wave, it's almost children.
Yeah.
Everybody is children.
But when Foxface and Katniss just run into each other, oh my god, I could feel that in my chest.
And they are both so afraid.
Yeah. What are you going to do? And what are you going to do?
Run.
Do nothing, we just run.
And you can see that they both are not there to kill.
No.
Yeah.
They just want to survive.
Then we have Katniss wandering around.
Yeah, then it's just a focus on Katniss.
Yeah.
Seeing the first 24 hours of the games, she's she wanders away, tries to find water.
Yeah, and then they're saying like she's wandering off, so we have to call her back.
Yeah.
And then you see everyone die one by one.
Yeah.
Till the end.
That's basically the
That's
game.
basically
Yeah.
it, but-
Until the end.
Yeah, and then you get the scene, just like fast forward. Kato dies.
No, wait,
That is of course Rue.
When
We're forgetting about
we're
Rue.
forgetting about Rue and the fact that they changed the rules to have one entire district win to spark hope within Katniss and Peeta.
But that was after Rue.
After
died.
Rue, yeah. They were the only district with
Oh
the
yeah,
two
Rue
of them.
tells her about the tracker jackers.
Yes.
And that's how she gets her bow.
Yeah, that's how she gets her bow. But I also think it's very funny. It's like when she's doing this, I'm like, this is gonna take so long. It's like, yeah, but
I would just
but again,
drop
they're
kick the
sleeping.
thing, you know?
Yeah, just grab it with your hands.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I
But
don't know.
don't forget the tracker jacker venom can be deadly if they get too much.
Yeah, anyways, she's doing that.
And I always think that Foxface took her own life.
Yeah. Basically, I think
Because
so.
she knows what the berries were
Yeah, it
going
would
to
be
do.
weird. She was like an expert in those things, right? Survival.
Yeah, in the movies they say that she followed them and they ate the berries, but I think she was way too smart to not know.
Well, I think
That they were
she
poisons.
knew it was her time. Like Kato is going to do it, or Clove,
Or just going to
and
do it
Trash was
myself.
not going to kill anyone. I think, except
well,
Clove when he was when she was like rude about Rue, and he just smacks her
Don't be
against
rude
the
about Rue.
cornucopia, and the medicines.
The medicines? I want those medicines. Anyway, we're describing, but yes, I want those medicines.
Yeah, those are amazing. Like if you got a cut, you just put that thingy on it, and then it's gone. Although if you look at Katniss in later scenes, she still has a cut here.
Yeah,
So-
it's not as bad.
Just back going to describing.
Yes. And then they have this love thing going on. Like, do you call that a kiss? And you see Gil like.
Every time they kiss, they zoom back onto Gil. I find it so sad.
Yeah. Well.
What did you expect? Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
The final
after
battle.
the final battle is with the Mutts, and then with Kato and Kato.
And then
yeah.
and then Katniss and Peeta survive, but then they want to change the rules again.
Yep. And then
They almost
I
died.
forgot his name, but he has this luxurious beard, like with all these.
Cinna.
Yeah,
no, that's not
not
Cinna.
Cinna.
the other
Cinna.
one.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
It's with the same. I also thought it was Cinna. It's with Cinera
Yeah.
or something. Cinna.
Seneca.
With a C. Seneca. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
I love his beard.
Snow is not really.
Snow's
Into-
And
mad.
then
he wanted to
Katniss
do-
and Peeta
yeah.
play a trick so they can both
Yeah.
survive.
So then they survive. They're the tributes, and then now I've got his name again. Dies.
Seneca.
Yeah, because.
And then
he's got,
everybody's is like, oh my god, don't you know what you've just done?
Yeah.
And that's like a follow-up for the next one.
Yeah, that's for follow-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you look at Snow and he's like looking at Katniss.
It's
Like,
the start of
and
the
he's
rebellion.
and he walks away.
Yeah.
So I think he's getting into motion with the second.
I feel like if Seneca didn't do it, they would have done it for him. Because the games didn't play out the way they wanted to.
True, but did he deserve to die?
No, definitely not.
Do you think you would survive the Hunger Games?
Survive the Hunger Games depends on
What kind of hunger?
also like what kind of role do you have? Like if you're one of the tributes, would you survive?
No. Honestly, no, because I don't want to hurt anyone, and I'm not really good at running, and then I'd be hungry and thirsty.
I think
No.
there will be so much confusion at the start that I just die there, right there.
Yeah, I'd be too
Because
slow.
I don't know what to do.
For some reason, I think I will take my faith and don't want to.
You know what the same thing is? Foxface and Rue, even Katniss and Peeta were too nice to each other.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think I don't want to kill anyone. So
Yeah,
I
that's what-
think.
then
So
you
we
were like,
die.
yeah.
So I think I will take my faith and think the sooner it's over,
Yeah,
the better, and I don't have
Yeah.
to hurt and sacrifice and.
It also depends on what kind of district you came from, because if you're
Yeah,
from
that's
12, you don't have the energy to even do something.
No.
It is just where you're born, because if you're in 1 and 2, you will be trained from when you're little,
Yeah.
and then you don't know any better, and just the best
also
one will be a volunteer.
It also
Exactly.
depends on how old you are.
Yeah.
Like if you're 12, I'm sorry, but you're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's like when you're 18, you've
At
learned
least you
some
have a
shit.
chance,
I mean,
yeah.
Trash was really the underdog.
Yeah.
He had a weapon. And he was
Mowing,
like,
I
I think he was just doing his thing.
Yeah.
I'm still wondering. I think I'm going to die right away.
At least if you're 18, you have some basic logic skills of survival.
Maybe your parents were so afraid and they didn't tell you anything.
Yeah, that could be. But at least you know that you need to find water to survive as a 12-year-old.
What if you were in District 1 and 2?
That's different.
Would you survive?
Then you are trained.
Yeah, would you survive?
Then you... Well...
Because Kato also...
according to the movies and books, a lot of people winning were from District 1 and 2 until Katniss.
Yeah, but the image is also
that's not true, of course, if you see the movies.
Almost all the time 1 and 2 wins.
Yeah, mostly 1 and 2. And then occasionally a different district, but...
I forgot when he won. Was he a teenager? Yeah, he was of course a teenager. But when he won...
No shame.
Depends on how much I want to live. But I would just jump off prematurely.
On the platform?
Yeah.
You wouldn't even try?
Let's go now. It's like quick and easy.
That's true. You don't even have to do it yourself. Anyway, this is getting too suicidal, so let's move on.
Yeah.
How would you attract the sponsor?
Well, hi sponsors. No, I don't know.
It depends.
I would try to get the empathy cards. Like, try to be present. Like, let me win. You know,
I'm just
lovable.
wondering.
Yeah, I am lovable.
Are you allowed to talk to your sponsors before you go into the games?
That's what the interview's for, isn't it? To make them like...
Yeah, I'm like wondering...
To make yourself lovable.
Yeah.
And popular. It's just a popular game.
No, because Peter helped. They played the star-crossed lovers card, so that helped.
Yeah, but I'm like... What if Caesar doesn't ask the right questions? Because I also think he has a job into asking the right questions.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. Depends again on
sometimes I hope my smile is enough, but you know it's
a funny answers like Vida does. Like, do I smell like roses?
Charisma. Use a lot of charisma and then smiles and
do I smell like roses?
I don't think so. Do you? You smell like pizza.
And I can't even. Are you missing a lot of characters? Not all in the interview.
Yeah.
And who's your favorite character?
I don't.
It's not going to be Snow.
No. I don't even like Snow.
But I think he did an amazing job, you know, the actor, because he's also in Pride and Prejudice. He's like the loving dad, and now he was like the awful president.
But I think that this is a movie that it have to be Katniss.
Yeah.
I don't think there is someone who has another.
Well, I think it could
surely not for the first movie.
I think it also could be Rue. People like
I kind of like Effie, but you don't see enough of her in the first movie.
In the first movie I think you cannot...
Effie's like a real bitch in the first movie.
Yeah, she is,
I think that in the first movie you have to love Katniss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Peeta, of course.
Yeah, that's true.
And Gil, nope. As I already said.
I like Gil in the movie, in the books, so he wasn't nicer in the books, but I didn't like Prim in the first movie. She's just like whiny. I understand, but
they cast her right.
Yeah, they did cast her right. Yeah, I guess Katniss.
I Haymitch. I also really like Haymitch.
I do like Haymitch.
He's like he's drinking all the way. He's like, I don't care. I'm
Why
just
are you here?
For the
food. Yeah.
But he's also safe.
He's an honest character.
He's safe. In this movie, not talking about the second, but this movie he's safe. He already did everything. He has the luxury of his life. Well, depending on what the capital wants to do with you.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm just here for the food. Because he knows that every year he's talking to District 12. He knows that they're going to die.
They're going to
die,
die,
so
and
he doesn't even take any effort for Katniss.
Exactly.
And so...
I wonder how many tributes he has seen die before.
I think many. How old is he?
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how
every year.
Every year again. There hasn't been a winner since Haymitch.
So this is the 74th.
I think it became way too normal for him.
Yeah, it's like, it's dying. So it's the same way I said with the...
That's what he says. His first advice is prepare to die, sweetheart. I mean...
Yes, I think that a lot of the time he sees tributes die at the cornucopia.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I said to you, like, what role would you be? Would you live in Panem? If you were living in Panem, you only knew like the Euro Song Festival, you know, like this is a show and it comes every year and I just watch it because everybody watch it.
Yeah.
And I think if I would be living in the Hunger Games, I would maybe be a game master and then everything would be very normal. You don't see those children anymore. It's just like I'm creating something. So, look, Katniss walks over here. Well, send her back. I think it's like,
I
I don't think you look at them as children like living beings anymore.
No, I think I'd be one of the screaming fans in the Tribune. Like from in capital clothes, you know, throwing flowers at the carriages. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I'd be a tribute. Maybe. I have bad luck in life, so who knows?
Yeah, you're like,
unless you live in the capital, then you don't.
Oh, I'm born. Oh, District 12. Thank you.
You're only safe if you are born in the capital.
Yeah, but are you safe? Because everything is, you know.
Yeah.
But for years and years they were safe.
Yeah.
Until Katniss came along.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and even when, you know, the game masters were like, we toy around her, like we try to, and then the game master dies, like the official head master dies. And Plutarch, what's it called?
Plutarch,
That is his
replacement.
Yeah. He's one of, not him, but got his name again with the beard.
Seneca.
One of my favorite characters, but then he dies, and like, wow.
Yeah.
But if he didn't die, it wouldn't have the same statement.
No, exactly.
Like, you can't change my rules, so you can't change my rules. You're gonna die. Somebody has to die. It's gonna be you.
Was the start of the rebellion.
Yep.
Did we talk about? We will talk about in different movies.
Yeah.
What is your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? I think this movie doesn't really have favorite scenes. Although I really love the way they digitally made the eyes of Katniss. Like when the fire came, there's this big fireball, and you can see it. You can see that she's afraid, but you can also see the reflection of the fireball.
Yeah.
And I think that's you know, with the computer, it's really good. Favorite scene of somebody dying would be Rue, so I think she has a real goodbye.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the other characters like, oh, bye.
You only see Kenna.
Oh, that girl, like with the fire. You just hear her scream and then she's dead.
Yeah.
I'm
oh
like,
my
it's
god.
not my favorite scene, I was just thinking about it. Like, she was too young to understand.
Yeah, definitely.
That she would, don't make fire because you're gonna die.
Yeah. One of the kids.
Then you got the weird part with Peter just lying there with everything on his face. Like, you don't even have a mirror. How did you do that?
I think it is really weird because you don't see him paint very often in the movie. And then he's like fully covered and I'm like, where did you get the time? Where did you find the time?
And with favorite scenes, I also like, I really like the introduction to all the districts with the
chariots.
Yeah, but when I watched it back, like the first time in the movies, I was like, in theaters, I was like, woo. And now I'm realizing you only see a glimpse of the other outfits. Like, Fox's face has this weird thing on her face, and like, what is it? And it's gone. And yeah, you can see that they didn't have the same budget as the other movies, so it's just like simple. Yeah. The fire looks good for that time. Yeah, now when you look at the fire, like, could have been better. Maybe with the restoration.
Yeah.
I don't think you see Rue. I think there are pictures of Rue. What was she wearing?
I don't know.
I've seen many pictures of all the chariots, and I'm like, wow.
What's your favorite scene?
Well, I think my favorite scene was actually the final battle between Cato, Peeta, and Katniss, because the acting of Alexander Ludwig is so good in that scene. You know, where he goes, nah, I'm dead anyway, you know, and when he's about to cry, and because he's so tired, hungry, hurt, he's obviously in a lot of pain.
His face is full of blood.
His face is full of blood, his mouth is full of blood, and Peter's just trying to get Katniss to hit his hand and
attacked by the Muds?
Yeah, Cato was attacked by the Muds.
Because of like he was already.
And then he dies by either the Muds or Katniss' arrow, because I know she does a mercy kill. She does a mercy kill.
Yeah, he takes him out of his misery.
I think just maybe it's because I'm darkened on the inside, but I really like that movie because it was so dark. I mean, literally, the scene was set so dark, and the acting. I think that scene was the heaviest emotionally, aside from Rue. But I had my crying over with Rue when I was reading the book. So when I was the movie, I was already expecting it. But this scene of Cato and Peeta and Katniss was just above my expectations. I really liked that one.
Your favorite quote?
May the odds be ever in your favor. And thank you for your consideration. I actually say that to people sometimes.
It's a very passive-aggressive sentence.
Well, yeah, like when you're doing effort and nobody watches you or pay attention to you, then you're like, okay.
I mean, I think I volunteer as tribute because I use it a lot in daily life as well. Like when at work, when someone goes, yeah, who wants to have this item? I volunteer. Or when you guys say, hey, who wants to do this? Or
if nobody wants to do it, then you're like, okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
but then it's not with the...
Yeah, but you can also say, oh, I volunteer as tribute because nobody else does it, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, whereas exactly when you guys go like, hey, who wants to go do this? And I go, I volunteer as tribute. Yeah, it's fun. I love that one.
Yeah,
even though it's like...
I don't want to open the door. Okay, I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, the movie is old, you know, it's 2010, I think, 2011. I know Catching Fire is 2013. Catching Fire came out in 2013, that I know.
Is that true?
Yeah. So it's old. And
but
I know I've seen them in theaters, but yeah, it's old.
Well, not old, you know.
But the thing is, they're still relevant.
Yeah. But that's me. I mean, after a movie that's over 10 years old, we still use that GIF as a daily thing. So that's my point was, that's really cool.
But I think it also learns a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, things are very true.
Yeah.
Like, they are really controlling what we are doing in some ways. And they can let us do what they want.
I don't think Hunger Games right now is as in the Netherlands we would say, ver from your bed show.
I think
it's not as far from reality as it is now. Or
I
the
think
other way
it's
around.
even more.
Yeah.
I think I think when it came out it was less closer, and now it's even more.
That's what I mean.
More accurate.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if they announce the Hunger Games in 5 years. You know.
Yeah, I think that it's scary how it comes.
They have our blood, you know.
They have your blood.
No, but it's just scary how more
everything.
accurate it is by the year, and then you think, they are really controlling us, and they can do what they want, and they can make us do what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they already tried a few years ago. I'm not gonna say what years, but you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. Next question.
I also think when you're in Panem, you even as just a rich, you know, with the outfits and everything, I think you're still not safe.
No.
I think the government can still do whatever they want.
They choose, hey, you have to be a designer for the tribute snow.
Yeah, I think you're only safe when you're present snow. Even though designer is not the game masters.
Yeah.
No, also not because he died.
Only President Snow and his
Only
family.
President Snow, yes, that is true. Because I think even when you're his daughter, you're still gonna die. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right?
He really hates that his granddaughter is liking Katniss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it at all.
Yeah.
The fact that she wore her braid and he just like...
Take that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Yes.
During the movie?
When I saw it a few days ago, I didn't.
No, the first time.
Because the first time I did, I think.
Oh yeah.
I'm also, every time in theaters, I'm like, people around me. You see this one tear. I'm like, okay, it's gone. Nobody saw it.
But most of the time, I'm on the line of crying, and then inside I'm literally crying my eyeballs out, but I don't do it. You know, it's from the inside.
Yeah. Oh, that's just Carlisle is doing it.
I don't have a pretty tear when I'm in the movie theaters crying. Like, I bawled my eyes out when Rue died.
It really depends on also who is with you in the theater, because I remember a lot of people laughing, and a lot of people were complaining that there weren't much kills, like death rays. You know?
I knew that a lot of boys, they were like, they're going to kill, and then they were very disappointing.
And it was like, of course, it's still with children, and the camera work was very different. Like, I think normally with high budget movies, they have this, that the camera just stays like this, and the camera was continuously doing this.
Yeah.
If you would pay attention to it when you're rewatching it, it's constantly moving. Yeah, and I think they didn't even have money for plus.
This is why with these type of movies that have a big fan base, I prefer to go either the first night or the night premiere, because you're stuck with just fans. So nobody will laugh at these scenes. Nobody will ruin it. You will still laugh at how Caesar always appears on stage. Yes, okay, but laugh at the funny parts. But nobody would laugh when Rue died if you go to a night premiere. Well, it depends.
Then everyone will cry.
Yes, I saw this at the night premiere, and the whole theater was like quiet and sobbing. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely. Did you ever hear a grown man cry? They always do this. I will pay attention to that next time.
They are disguising their cries. What do you miss in the movies versus the book? Or the other side?
Character development, I think. Because in the books there's more description about people like Foxface and Kato and Clove, and I think Glimmer just gets the name in the interview, and other than that you just see her die from the trackers and nothing else.
Also Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
Marvel is the guy that gets he kills Rue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get a few characters that you see the face of when they die with the salute. And that's it. And I'm like, okay, that's somebody.
What I think is that you don't see enough. You know that there are trained killers, District 1 and 2, but I don't think
you don't see it.
They didn't show it enough.
Yeah, exactly.
You just, you heard it, so it must be true. Yeah. Because I think they could have more explained that.
Yeah, you just see this Kato's buff arms in the last scene. How can he has trained?
Just believe it.
Just believe it, yeah.
I think Alexander is really trying to look menacing.
Yeah.
But the other actors are not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like he's standing here and the other was like, yeah, I'm standing next to him. But they're not really...
I think Clove and
Clove, of course, yeah.
I mean, they're really keen on killing, and they are most vocal in the movie. That's why you can't see they're from the career side, but then again, Clove is such a little girl.
But she's a little girl who wants to kill.
Yeah, that's true. She's deadly. We've seen it in other movies.
They should have a little scene with how Capital 1 and 2 were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like some part of the movie also was really slow, like the whole tribute introduction and the training, blah, 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 and then boom, the games, and boom, 5 minutes later it's over. That's what it feels like sometimes. But yeah, maybe it gets too long, but in the books it felt longer.
Yeah, but what I thought was really good was that they don't over-explain. They just explain the things, what Katniss is doing.
That's true.
Like with Caesar, he's like, oh, does she get what the other tributes did with the pile of goodies?
Yeah.
Does she go in, because Foxface knew what she had to do. And they
with
were also talking about the tracker jackers. And then when she's hallucinating, he's like, you get hallucinations. So like, don't be that creepy.
Oh yeah, speaking of that hallucination, that's mentioned in the books, but it's never explained in the movie about why she's seeing the explosion of the house and why she's seeing all that. I think I forgot, but I think it had to do with like her father or something in the mines. I think
her father died in the mines.
In the mines, and you see that in the hallucination in the movie, but they never explained what happened.
The mine collapsed or something?
Yeah, something like that. And the only thing Katniss really says in the movie is don't be like when Dad died. But you don't see anything else. So yeah, if you've read the book, you know that hallucination has to do with the death of her father, but it's never explained.
Yeah, they visualized it with the picture frame.
They did it well though.
Yeah, and then Katniss screaming to her mom, just sitting there. Yeah.
Say something! Oh, that went through my bones! Say something! Don't just stand there! Yeah, Katniss, go! Go! Katniss, go!
Oh,
what are you doing? Go!
Just in her face.
Yeah.
I was like, is she just imagining it?
I wonder if that was real or not real.
Yeah, I think she's imagining it, because why would Peeta just stand still in front of her?
Katniss, go! What are you doing? Go!
Yeah, and then she just drops.
I thought it was, the hallucination was also, we just spoke about favorite scenes, but that was a really good scene as well.
True. Yeah. And then we're with the Mockingjay symbol.
Yeah.
It was just disregarded. Like, she got it from, I think it was her friend.
Yeah.
I think in the books they were friends.
Yeah.
But I think that also the movies didn't want to introduce too many characters.
No.
Does she return in the other books? The mayor's daughter?
I don't think so. I think in the movies they made it really cute with like good luck charm from Prim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
But it's just like, here, take it.
Take it.
Instead of, this is so important to me. Wear it.
Wear it with pride.
Yeah. I love it that Cinna just put it in her, what's it called?
Inside of the jacket.
Yeah. Every district has its own color.
Yeah.
Because some colors you didn't really see, like the yellow ones and the orangey. They were just dead right in the beginning.
That purple too?
I can't remember, because Kato had the red one.
Yeah. That's our next question.
Yeah.
Things that are easily overlooked in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much, camera woman.
Very cool introduction. Well, sorry, that was Carla on the background. I don't know what he was doing.
cat stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, easily overlooked are again the tribute chariots.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the costumes. Because they made so much work into the costumes in just 1 second.
Yeah.
Or
so
not.
sad. I feel bad for the developers who create all the costumes.
Yeah.
And the coat, because every district is,
Yeah.
as you say, they have has a different color.
Yeah.
Was that also for the little medicine bags? Or whatever there was in their bags?
There were only
they had
4.
like black and blue and red.
Green?
Because I know
Yeah,
there were
was red.
2 reds
Yeah.
and 1 black and 1 blue.
And there was also yellow. Because I think the boy with the girls that dies at the beginning
It has a yellow.
Yeah. I don't know if there's purple. We should look into it. I don't know.
I can't remember.
There was
as well.
orange.
Yeah.
Orange, yes.
I think Foxface has like a scarlet
Yeah, scarlet brown.
color or purple,
Yeah, maybe.
reddish purple.
Yeah, something like. We'll look into
Could
it.
be. Yeah, I think it matches her hair and everything.
Yeah.
You can see it in a nice tribute book inside my.
Yeah, it's just an awesome book.
Do you want to have it? It's very small. It's over there.
Oh, it's very small. You can get it. Yes. But anyways,
We'll check later.
yeah, we'll check later.
Yeah.
Yeah, now people want to know what's the book. We will just put it down in the
It's
description.
the tribute guide.
Oh, I have that one
Yeah.
somewhere. It's somewhere in the box because I moved. But yeah, it's there.
We moved.
Oh, you also got the World of the Hunger Games.
Yes.
The companion guide.
Oh yeah.
But you also have the tribute guide, and
Yeah.
then it's about every tribute.
That's nice. I want that one.
Yeah. People should like buy those books because books are getting. Well, everything is going to be digital now, and I think people would just buy the books, buy the physical disc. Otherwise, everything is gone. All
No,
the
you will never have
information
a
is
collector's
gone.
edition like this
Yeah,
anymore.
this is. I know it's catching fire, but it's like catching your eye.
It's catching my eye.
Yeah. So.
Are there more things easily overlooked?
Well, Katniss never runs out of arrows.
But they fixed that in the second movie.
That they did.
Yep.
And also, I think if you're not paying attention, like in the end, I don't know his name, the game master.
Everybody forgets Seneca.
Yeah, Seneca.
That
Yeah, no,
I don't
know.
know.
That's Seneca. It's just Cinna, but then Enika.
I don't know
Seneca.
if you don't pay close attention, you don't know he gets those berries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they didn't need to over-explain it. You get it or you don't get it.
Yeah.
And he
Yes.
doesn't appear in the second movie, so he's probably dead.
Yes, but I don't even know if they show him. If he just opens he just opens a
Yeah,
bowl, and I don't even know if they show the berries or that he just
They do
opens
show
the
the
bowl.
berries. They close it up. Close up is a golden bowl with the berries in there. They do
Yeah.
show it, but they don't
And
show
they-
him eating it.
As I remember, they don't even tell him, what they're going to do because they just
They just lock him in there
Yeah.
with the bowl of night
And he's like, oh, but you don't see him taking them.
No.
It's
No,
It's
it's just
pretty obvious.
It's just
Yeah.
you're going to die, and you can make it short or you can suffer.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Because that's what else were you gonna do if you're just presented with this golden bowl of night lock and they lock the door behind you.
You can just
Yeah.
take the quick way out, or
Or
the
yeah,
capital
what
way.
would happen if you would just stand there and do nothing?
I wonder. Would
Yeah.
you just
I think
get
you will
shot?
die of starvation.
Would there be
Yeah.
like gas inside the room?
No, you'll die of starvation.
Yeah, but it's just assume that he just
You-
took them and died.
You will die really
Yeah,
fast, yeah.
because I don't know if he had family.
That's something
Because
that's
They're very easily disregarded, so maybe they choose people that don't have families for
Yeah.
this job.
Hey, last and final question.
Ooh.
What does the movie means to you?
What does it mean to you, Sam?
It means think for yourself. Don't follow people easily. And, always, think for yourself because don't assume that everything is. You still have to listen to the government, but I mean, like. Nah, and police. You still have to listen to. It makes it easier to just listen to the police. But I also think don't follow people if you did not do the research for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just don't trust anyone.
Don't
Yeah.
trust
Just
anyone.
assume.
Use your own right
Yeah.
mind to make decisions.
And I also think
And
don't
don't-
take.
And just not simply trust anyone because they say you have to trust them.
Yeah.
Just make your own.
And
Decision.
jobs that are morally not good for you.
Also, for me, it's kind of cheesy, but
Oh no!
Katniss does have hope multiple times, and the whole, term of hope is very important in the Hunger Games. And I think because we go through some awful things ourselves, right? So my experience, I've been through a lot. So having that little spark of hope is actually.
But that's what Snow says, right?
Yeah.
She's a spark. Maintain it. That's what he said to Seneca.
Exactly.
And I think she also stays. Okay, she always stays positive. It's not positive, but she always see a way out.
Yeah.
And she thinks it will get better.
Yeah.
Like she can see, as dark as the things are for her, she can see the positive side.
Yeah. Even
and she fights for her mother and her sister.
Yeah. Even at the beginning of the movie, before she went off, she was like, you know what? She didn't say it, but she's like, you know what? I'm probably gonna die. Go sell your cheese from your goat. You're gonna survive. You're gonna.
Well, basically, she told Prim what to do when she wasn't around anymore because she really thought she was going to die.
Yeah. Everybody would think 12's going to die.
Well, I think when your name is called, you know you're going to die. Except for the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because but Katniss, she has these little things what makes her more confident.
Yeah.
Like with every scene, she gets more confident.
She thinks clearly still,
Yes.
even amidst all the chaos.
Yes.
Well,
and she keeps her head cool.
Yeah, I think that's why she's so strong as a character.
Yeah.
Because those children in the beginning didn't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get killed.
I think if Prim would have gone to the Hunger Games,
She would die.
she would die at the cornucopia. Yeah. Sorry, Prim.
I think
I mean, she becomes very strong in the other movies, but
she's way too.
I think
She wants to help people. She's too nice.
yeah.
I think in the first movie she will be like a deer stuck in the headlights.
Yeah.
And then she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think they should had showed more of Prim watching Katniss.
Yeah. Not just Gale, watching them.
Yeah, but Gil was like every time he's like when there's a kissing scene or like something that probably we have to see it as well, and he's like every time it's the same face.
I think it's just
nothing really changes.
I think it was the comical side, yeah. But
it's also explaining that they were together.
I think they want to show in the beginning they act and they want to show what she has to do to survive.
Yep.
And Gil doesn't see it like that.
No. And he will never.
But Gil has a lot of brothers. I think Gil has a big family.
Yeah.
If you look at Katniss, it's just her and Prim and the mother, and I think they're talking about brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he has a big
Sadly,
family.
never see that in the movies.
Yeah.
Is there a final thing you guys want to say about the Hunger Games?
If you have not yet watched the Hunger Games, go do it. It's a good movie.
It opened the door for the Maze Runner and Divergent.
Yeah.
And is there another movie that was very no? I think that was
I
it.
also think it opened the door for girls. That girls could be independent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, with the superhero movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Katniss was the first one
She was
that
the
was a
first,
female
yeah,
leading.
She was the first superhero.
Well, there was Linda Carter as Wonder Woman, but yes, that's a while back.
That's pretty much like way back.
Like the first one.
Yeah. I know what you guys mean. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. After so many years, we're still fans of the Hunger Games, so you should be too. That was all.
I wish that there is a new movie. It's not about Katniss, but I was really wishing on a new movie.
What do you guys hope to see in the new movie?
Why Snow is such a dickhead.
I mean, yeah, I haven't read the book yet.
I don't know either. I didn't either.
Going to before the.
That song from Mockingjay is for him, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just really want to see better graphic effects, because obviously it's 2023.
Well,
and I want to see.
You have seen the trailer, right?
I have not, because I didn't want to.
And I want to see the background, why he turns this way, and why. I think there is a big story behind how he became like he was.
Yes, there should be. That's why I want to read the book.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Yeah. Well,
thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so.
Yes, do subscribe.
Thumbs up, because if you want more videos like this, we need those thumbs.
We definitely know these ones and these ones and those and those. Yeah.
My thumbs?
Yes.
I want to keep my own.
Okay.
Those are our own thumbs.
And look forward to the next
Catching Fire.
And the Harry Potter movies.
Oh yeah, the Harry Potter movies, yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
For more.
For more.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.